So anyway, we are going to go in to the upper bracket.
Finally.
Grand finals.
Grand
finals.
Come on.
SK Gaming versus Gravitas Gaming. So we've seen the players, we know who they are, and let's get an in-game camera as the grand finals about to get on the way. One of these will claim the first title in 3.0, and one of them will not. And actually, Zom is going to go Shadow Step, as I predicted. Matt said he was going to go Mutilate. And also another is going to be Deep Ice. A lot of PvE gear on another there. And, well, really is going to be on the Priest. But actually, look on the other side. I don't know what they've done last night or learned, or, you know, maybe they borrowed one of Matt's accounts as he's sharing them out. But actually now they're coming back with a Ret Paladin. So Ret Paladin, Priest, and Rogue. So how do you think this is going to fare, Matt?
Well, Gravitas Gaming doing so well to reach these finals, beating AAA in the upper bracket, going on to lose to SK, and then beating AAA again, RMP Mirror, and you know, getting up to the grand finals against SK.
All right, so here we go then. Ladies and gentlemen, the gates are about to open as we enter Blaze Edge for round one of SK Gaming versus Gravitas Gaming. And we are going to follow off the back. It's going to be Celix, and he is going to be playing the Paladin. Goes really aggressive, gets sapped actually, and here we go. Are they going to dispel him? Yes, they are. And that's going to mean a master spell later could be important. But actually, look at Ellie right down, having to take all the damage in the world. In comes a proc fireball. He's going to get a bop, but it's going to be too late. With a sap onto the Paladin, they didn't even care about him, and actually just went straight onto the Priest and dropped him so fast. And Emo Low is not going to be lowing at the moment because he's going to be the next target, and the pressure. SK Zom was taking some damage. You can see a deep freeze on the Paladin, not really doing much. Finally gets nuked down to half HP within one global cooldown. In comes the second global cooldown round. He's going to go down to almost no HP, and you know, he hasn't actually used his bubble yet, so if he decides to do that, he's more than welcome.
This is shocking. I don't think anyone expected Gravitas Gaming to run a Paladin in their comp. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it's almost a sign of not defeat, but
yeah.
It's like saying, well, we can't play the comp that we run all the time better than you.
Yeah, it's like admitting that SK are a better RMP team.
Yeah, it is. So just have a look at the stats. Hopefully these players won't go in too quickly. Another who was wearing some PvE did actually do 22k damage. Obviously a lot of that was on the Paladin afterwards and didn't really matter. Zom put out 80k damage. And then looking at the other team, Dej actually put out 2.5k damage, which didn't actually matter because that was actually on Zom after his Priest had died. And then Emo Lol put out 4k damage, which didn't matter either. But if you look at the healing done, Eli only did 4k healing before he died. So that's about all he could have got off without having any help from his team. So SK, with the opener, punish the Ret Paladins and just prove once again that this is why RMPs are in the finals. So maybe Gravitas Gaming can come back with that RMP.
Yeah, they've got some great players, particularly Eli. I think he's just a magnificent Priest. I said it yesterday, and I've really been watching him the whole tournament. And he
looked magnificent there as well.
Yeah, and the reason why they were able to destroy AAA so much was partly due to his aggression. He was just being so aggressive, really making use of the recent spell damage changes, and really pumping out some damage for Gravitas. I think, as Zom said earlier on in the interview, the upcoming games are just going to be totally dependent on who gets the opener.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, SK Gaming as well, really kind of doesn't. He dispels a lot, but he only pumps up damage when he knows there's going to be a kill. This is what I like about really. He's really in tune with when a kill can and won't happen, so he won't go wasting mana and will always, you know, he always makes the right decisions. And that's the great thing about playing with a good Priest or as a good Priest is, you know, you've got so much utility and so many options to do that picking the right ones constantly throughout a game really makes you one of the best Priests. And, you know, watching obviously, you know, O'Reilly, also if you like Hydra, who is, and also Eli here, that, you know, they really do that. But Eli, no help whatsoever in that first round, and that puts SK up 1-0, and they've only got to take 2 more. And Gravitas Gaming, you know, not going to be doing it for Team America.